Hello, and welcome to another Ring Rouge unit of the Reek. And today we're taking a look at the U2-LNB recon plane. The U-2 was a Soviet reconnaissance/training aircraft which would enter into service with the Red Army Air Force in 1928. And they built a lot of these aircraft. This was probably one of the most mass-produced biplanes in existence, with anywhere from 20 to 30,000 being made. It would be used, of course, during the Great Patriotic War, and once that war actually kicked off, it started experimenting with using this as a bombing aircraft, and it eventually ended up finding its niche as a night bomber. Probably one of the most famous uses of the U-2, which is the 588th Night Bomber Regiment, which was composed entirely of female pilots, and they'd end up gaining the nickname of the Night Riches. What they'd do is they'd fly towards the enemy target at night, close to treetop level. Once they got towards the target, it would gain altitude, turn off their engines, and then glide the rest of the way. And they'd drop their bombs over the target. The Germans didn't know what hit them because they didn't hear any airplanes, and then they'd fly off before any, aerial reinforcements came in. In-game, the U2-LNB is a 20-point recon plane available to the 2nd Guard Tank Corps and the 3rd Guard Infantry Corps, and it has 2 weapons. The weaponry is really nothing to write home about. You got 4 50kg bombs, which is good with dealing with any singular soft targets, such as an infantry squad or anti-tank gun. And then you have a single rear face mounted machine gun, which is not gonna help you all that much if you start getting chased by any nasty Messerschmitts or Focke-Wulfs. Down to miscellaneous stats, it's a recon plane and also a light bomber. It moves at a whopping 135 km an hour, has good optics, exceptional agility, and very bad resilience. In battle, the U-2 is a rather dandy little aircraft. It doesn't really seem all that great because it only moves 30 km faster than the Jeep transport for your ground troops. It's a really slow plane. I think it's one of the slowest in the game, but it's 20 points, and what you're getting for 20 points is an absolute bargain, and that's your ability to drop bombs on any unsuspecting target yet you can manage to fly over. This is the cost of an infantry squad. In Riviera, you can bomb an anti-tank gun or an infantry team. It's not 100% guaranteed that you're going to kill them in the first passover, but you can still do a rather decent amount of damage. These planes are really only useful in A phase and don't bother taking these in B and C phase, as because they are extremely vulnerable to any and all anti-aircraft fire or any fighter planes that do try to contest the skies. You cannot do anything. You're just going to have to hope you have a large enough AA net to cover these little things. And also in A phase are worthwhile because there are no anti-aircraft guns usually, especially at the start of the match. Getting a few of these guys out during the deployment phase is only going to cost you a few pennies really, and with that you can bomb any important anti-tank gun or infantry positions. And it's also a recon plane as well, so it can actually spot the targets and then bomb them. It's a really useful plane for only 20 points, especially during those very vital early stages of a match. Overall, this is a rather unsuspecting aircraft that can do a decent amount of damage considering the price. Yes, this plane may seem like it should be in the first row draw and not the second one per se, but you can't really go wrong for a 20-point plane now, can you? And well, I'm gonna leave it off. Yeah, this has been another Ring Rouge unit of the Reek. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as usual, please just take it easy.